Just got done with the interview, you heard me. Shot by View 95 Media. I go by the name Trigga Thomas. Follow me on all platforms. We out of here, you heard me. Pray for what you want, wait for what you want, and when you get it, stick to it, you heard me? Stay motivated, stay focused. It gives artists the opportunity to network and showcase their talent or what they have, and it just set the platform for artists. Love. I don't know. Available everywhere. The dream is free. Hustle so separately. Last but not least, I go by the name Trigga Thomas. If you already know me, you already know how I rock. You heard me?
Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's been a while, but we're back again. I'm up here. Y'all know him from, what was it, a couple years ago?
Two years ago.
Yes, sir. So it's Trigga Thomas. Y'all remember the interview we had earlier where we learned about his upcoming, where he came from and everything like that. So you want to go ahead and just introduce yourself again real quick?
For all those who don't know me, my name really don't need to be explained. I go by the name Trigga Thomas. That's T-R-I-G-G-A-N-I-E-R. On my social media, you can Google me. Everything's gonna pop up. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. For some people, when they think of New Orleans, they think of the parties, they think of Mardi Gras, they think of seafood and all that. But for me, it's just another third world, you hear me? I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, yeah.
Okay, so last time we sat down, we talked about your the album you're about to drop. What else is left? So since then, what's your career? What has your career been like?
For all those who don't know, What Else Is Left was supposed to be my last album, but for some reason it seemed like my last album became the best work I ever put out. So what I'm saying, man, from the beats, the features, the artwork, the videos I put out, man, it just all just went straight through the roof. The numbers, I hit record numbers for me in my lane. But what else is left? it really opened up eyes for Trigga.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because I remember that's how we left out the interview too. Is again, just explain yourself. Nothing else left. Just it speaks for itself.
Nothing else. Well, man, this is supposed to be my last album. Now, I mean, the Patterns video, I had a cinematic ending scene for Patterns is when I get killed at the end. That was supposed to be the end of Trigga Thomas. But for some reason, something came back and it was a to be continued. So I had to keep going with it. Then I put out the Pressure video. The Pressure video, when I put that out, it just went straight through the roof. Got a lot of good feedback from it. It hit 11K within 5 days.
Really?
11K within 5 days. A lot of well-known people hit me up about it, as far as DC Young Fly, Bob Wow, Gilly the Kid, man. They all reached out to me and appreciate what I was doing and keep pushing. And I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. So that's what's up, man. So that brought out a whole bunch of opportunities.
Oh, yeah,
so of course you can't stop there. So
it did. So
that,
like I said, that's my best work.
So now we set new heights. So now you gotta keep adding to it, keep working.
Keep working at it.
Cool. So that also brings me. So that was right before COVID ended up dropping. So towards the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So how has COVID affected your music career?
I put out that album right on time. COVID happened in March, so really it didn't affect me as much far as when it came to shows and all that. But I had a couple of homies, a couple of brothers that still was making moves around the city, as far as hustling, trying to get venues. Shout out Don Bino and Distro for putting that shit on. But as far as for me, it really didn't affect me no type of way, because the numbers kept going. It gave people opportunity just to sit back from everything, stop what you're doing, and tune into the music. So that was really COVID did for me. It helped people just stop what they doing and just listen to the album, and that it went on from there.
Okay, cool. And then on the flip side, because I like to ask everyone I come across, man. So how did COVID affect you, even like mentally?
Mentally?
Like what did you do to keep yourself focused, or in that meantime, like?
I'm human. I kept working. I'm an artist, but I still work a basic 9 to 5. But really, it's just being out there, just trying to make a way for your family. I just kept working. at the time. Nothing really didn't stop for me. Me and my lady, we still just was grinding with it. So the music side, everything. Some things stopped for me, but as far as the album, it came out in January, COVID happened in March, and then the whole year it was just what else was left.
Yeah. So with that too, so it seemed like social media was like an escape for everyone during that phase too. So do you see your numbers jump as far as again like followers or streams during that phase?
Man, streams, like I said, streams went through the roof. I think last time I checked what the streams was, it was over 90,000 streams.
Man.
Over 90,000 streams, which is big because the artists like me coming from New Orleans made the transition to Dallas and not having a manager, not having a street team, and doing it all by myself, no help from nobody. I do this.
Man. That's great. That takes us into the next question too. So the fact that again you don't have a manager, you don't have a street team. So what was the day in life like? Waking up from beginning to end.
All right. As far as for Trigga Thomas, a day in the life for Trigga Thomas. I might wake up in the morning. Might cook me a little breakfast. Go to work. That's my first job. My mom always told me keep the job first. Come home, and as far as I like to keep my personal life and my business different from the music business. But for some reason, it just seems like that the music always come. I get a lot of messages from promoters, a lot of feedback from fans. But whenever I come home after work, that's when the music starts. You know what I mean? That's when Trigga Thomas kick in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I gotta give it to you, man. That's dope too. So not only you working, but you're still again. Going after the music, still making that happen, still getting to work.
Leaving the house at like 6 o'clock in the morning, coming home like at 6 o'clock at night, getting ready to go to these events and put myself out there at like 9, 10 o'clock, and not coming back home till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And doing the same thing over and over and over. Man, it's exhausting, but man, it comes with the game.
Yeah, no, that's a dedication. That's how you know you love what you do too, man. So that's it. That's what you need. Like that's that factor and everything. So let's go through some of your lyrics in these next couple minutes and everything.
We about to go through lyrics, okay.
So man, let's go ahead and start with Dope Situation that came out in 2014. So let me see. So it's that first lyric. You said, "Dope shit in my speakers. Oh, that's me. Is just listening. I'm gonna tell you about Trigga. What's different than Travis." So.
Oh, okay. That's a tough one right there. Okay. The difference between Trigga and Travis is where I was going with it at the time. Travis is my real name. Trigga is my stage name. Travis is more caring. Travis is a family man. Travis bring the bread home every day. Travis hustle.
Yep.
Trigga is a different element. Trigga, when it comes to going to the studios, Trigga might lay a track out within like a couple of seconds. Man. When it comes to being on stage, Trigga is out of his element. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm in Trigga mode right now. When I'm on a drink, I'm in Trigga mode. So Trigga, you never know what you get when you talk to Trigga. But yeah, when cameras off, whenever I'm at home, I'm in Travis mode, man.
Man, so we just say between 2014 and now, so we know that Travis grew. Would you say Trigga as well? Like,
Trigga is well groomed in 2022. Travis was still trying to develop himself in 2014. I mean, the name Trigga Thomas is big. It's deeper than what it is. A lot of people think Trigga means a gun. Nah, it don't mean that to me. I mean, my brother, his name was Trigg, Traig.
Okay.
I mean, he lost his life back in 2010. I mean, to gun violence. So that gave me the motivation, inspiration to go into music, and it was hard for me to come up with a name. Man, I went from so many damn names. I went from Blazer Thomas to Young T. I said, man, that shit not gonna work for me. So I just came up. I said, man, I need a name. I said, Trade. Let me see if I can use these letters. That's Trigga, which is the same letters of his name. I just added another G and just scrambled words.
Okay.
So that's where Trigga came from.
Man, that's my first time hearing that story too. So that's dope, man.
Yeah, that's the story behind that.
Man, cool.
Right.
All right, man. So on to the next one, man. You guys still working in 2017. Let's go explain these lyrics. It's never a vacation when you're trying to get this paper. It's always going to be distractions in the way of what you're making. So what do you mean when you said that?
Sir. It's always going to be distractions no matter what you do. You know what I mean? When you're trying to get your money, no matter what you're trying to do to get your money, individuals going to try to stop you in your lane from doing that. It don't matter what it is. You just got to keep pushing, stay focused, stay motivated to keep going. It's never a vacation. You hear me? There's no vacation, man. When it comes to music, there's no vacation. I tried it, didn't work. I just, man. It's never a vacation when you're trying to get this paper.
Man, that reminds me, man. That's like trying to get to the league. It's like there's no days off from that. It's like because when you're not working, there's someone else that wants your spot that's working. So if you want to get better, man, you gotta keep at it if you can.
I mean, some people like in basketball, some people they might take summer breaks and all that, but some other players they might be in the gym all the time. So
you gotta keep that up. All right, and then we go into 2020, so we go into That's Pressure. So that came off of the what else is left?
Yeah, Grass is Love.
Okay, cool. So lyrics said, "Had vision before I knew how to rap. Make a single that would put you right there on the map. Drop an album, any proceeds for it, give it back. Start a company before 30, keep it on track."
Yeah. Them lyrics right there is basically telling you what I did. I mean, the pattern that I followed. Had a vision way before I knew how to rap. Doing music was already in my mind way before I even spit a lyric. Man, I started liking music when I first heard Block Is Hot. So I already had it in my mind and in my veins. A lot of people don't know my brother, he was hanging around Hot Boys. He was in the We on Fire video.
Okay.
You hear me? So I witnessed all this. So that was my vision. Dropping a single, that's when I dropped Good Vibes Only. I mean, Good Vibes Only, it really opened up people's eyes to, okay, that's who Trigga Thomas is. It really made me find my lane of the sound that I was into. And dropping the album was dropping the album and Give Back. The album was LP in the Day, which was my first mixtape. Any proceed for it that I took from it, it was on that PIP. Anything that I got from it, I gave back to the NORD, which is the Kids Recreational, something like the YMCA. So that's giving back. That's what I did. You hear me? I didn't want that for myself. I wanted to give back to my community. And starting a company before 30, man, we just gonna keep them on the hush right now, man. I got something big going on.
Okay, yeah. So.
Just know I'm striking 30 this year. So just know it's all falling into plan. It's all falling.
Man, so we'll come back to that later then. So we'll say that for another day. Man, but no, that's always something we're able to get back to. So many people that just again they just focus on themselves and what they're putting out, but they always forget it's always good to get back and help out where you can, especially when you're able to. So and then that'll always double back, come back around and get you further. So okay. All right, so that brings us to the next one. So Love Lies coming out in 2019. Lyric said, "I can teach you, but I can't be your teacher. First, you gotta open up, show me all your features. Not goods between your legs, but where your mind at. Type of woman like you, it's hard to find that." So when you were creating that song, like what was your love life looking like during that time?
Well, for all those who don't know, I'm taking at the time. Everything I was taking, and the type of woman that I have is a woman with goals. You know what I mean? A woman who knows what she wants out of life. My lady, she pushed me every day. She pushed me every day. She said I get on her nerves, but sometimes when it comes to me waking up, leaving the house and coming in like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I know that it gets to her. And so I try to keep that balance. So when it comes to my love life, man, we just taking it day by day. We just taking it day by day. That's where my heart at. She's my motivation. She's everything that I always wanted. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's important, man. That's special too when you find that one and then and see different. All right, y'all. So that brings us to our the last release we're gonna look at. Came out to Stoner Season. Came out just recently, right? 2022.
Yeah, just recently.
Okay. So the lyric said, "My brother, he the plug, just rented the Bentley from Judy. I can't price niggas high like D.I. Bitch, I'm been wild. Think I'm crazy like Boozy. Kept it real in the streets on my block like a G.I. So what's the story between those lyrics?
The story, when I said my brother, he the plug, he went to Bentley from Judy. My older brother, he's well connected to a lot of people down in New Orleans. Judy was one of them. If y'all don't know who Judy is, that's the wife of the Brat.
Okay.
That's Judy. She had a all-white Bentley, red guts, and we was going to put it in the Good Vibes video, but that didn't fall through, as you see. So moving on, a lot of people who don't know who, when I say D.I., Raw D.I., he's an artist in New Orleans. He originally was with the Wayne Squad up. My brother, he asked D.I. for a feature for me. D.I. wanted a large amount of money for the feature, which I didn't have at the time. And that made me feel some type of way about that. And you can't play me if you ain't making no moves out of New Orleans. You hear me? That's one thing about when you're from New Orleans, man, there's no way when it comes to music, there's no support. When it comes to music, there's no connections. That's why I made my transition to Dallas. Now, I kept it real in the street on the block like a G.I. And for all those who don't know, that's G.I. Joe.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, there we go. Now that they have it. So we got just a couple more questions and we'll go ahead and bring it to close. But so of course, get back into it. So what's 10 things you can't live without?
Ooh, 10 things I can't live without. All right, I gotta think on this one. Number one will be my family. Like I said, that's my motivation. That's my inspiration. That's what keeps me pushing. Number two will be your basic toiletries. I can't go nowhere that's ashy. I cannot go nowhere smelling musty. And I keep licking my lips, so I gotta keep the lip chapped. And for all those who don't know, I cut my own head. You know, I've been cutting my head since I was 16. I gotta keep my clippers. Number three will be seafood. I'm a seafood guy. I might go get some after this. But yeah, from New Orleans, man, you gotta love seafood. Well, man, you gotta love Cajun food, seafood, man. So I gotta add that about like once a week. Number 4 will be some Air Force Ones. But in New Orleans we call them G-Nights. Now all white Air Force Ones, you can wear them with anything, man. I gotta have those. We know my man.
4, so that's 5 now. So I was gonna say, man, there's a reason. There's a minute you can even copy Air Force One. So
I know it's a minute. You can cop one. So whenever you get one, you cherish them.
Yeah.
I keep a fresh pair of Air Force Ones about like a year and a half before I dirty them up. Seriously, before I dirty them up. Alright, so number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 would be my jewelry. My jewelry. Know what I mean? I like to look good. Know what I mean? This jewelry cost me about like $400. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta make sure I have that. Number 6 will be a Saints hat. I gotta have a Saints hat. I got to.
Man, that's one thing. You can't be out here in Dallas claiming that.
I know you can't. I can't go to war without a Saints hat.
You might even have to cut this off the. Let's go skip out to number 7, man.
Nah. All right, we're gonna push to number 7. You know, number 7 will be number 7. It will be. I gotta say headphones.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I gotta keep a pair of headphones. Sometimes I like to tune everything out. Me in my own mind, I reflect on what I need to do. Play on my music. You know what I mean? The corrections I need to do to make my music. But this is number 8.
Yep.
All right, number 8. Man, this is tough. My phone.
Okay.
I like to stay. You got to stay connected to everything.
Yep.
Number 9 will be a bottle of Hennessy. A bottle of Hennessy. Now, I mean, Hennessy, it takes me to a different element. Now, I mean, a lot of people don't know Trigga Thomas is a shy guy. Now, I mean, I like to stay to myself. I like to stay reserved, but maybe when I get a few drinks in my system, man, I might be outgoing. I might talk a lot. Basically, what I'm doing right now. So number 10. Number 10. Man. This is hard. Number 10. It gotta be. Gotta be a fresh pair of joggers.
Okay. Yep.
Fresh pair of joggers. No,
Yeah,
I don't like to wear jeans a lot. Now, I mean, these might look like jeans, but they're not jeans. They actually camo joggers.
Yeah.
So I like to wear joggers.
Yep. So that brings us to the last 2, man. So I mean, we gotta bring this to a closing. So, so you over the years you made a lot of records, man. So I know it's probably gonna be a hard one too, man. So what's your favorite record? Or what's one that means the most to you?
My favorite record, it gotta be. I have 2 favorite records. One will be Empathy. 2 will be Late Night Conversation. A lot of people don't know Late Night Conversation. Nobody never heard Late Night Conversation, but Empathy is really on my Emotional Intensity EP. It really gives you the serious side of Trigga Thomas, the story behind him. You know what I mean? I'm pouring all my emotions in one song. So that's why I picked that to be my favorite song. Late Night Conversation, that's just for the ladies. That's just for the ladies.
Yeah.
No, it's just a different side of Trigga Thomas.
Okay. So then that'll bring us to our last question then, man. So what's I know I probably asked this 2-3 years ago. So what's your end goal with music? So
My angle?
yeah, your end goal, like what do you see yourself accomplishing? Yeah.
A lot of people, well, my lady keep asking me the question, what's your goal? I know a lot of people have goals when they get to music. They want to be on TV, they want to be famous, they want to get awards, they want to be out there.
Yeah.
For me, my goal was only just to make music. My goal was just to put out my first track. My goal was to put out my first video. You know what I mean? Every day I'm achieving my goal. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, I'm working with a lot of other artists, mentoring them, guiding them. You know what I mean? Giving them something that I didn't get. So I think I'm living as it is for right now. You know what I mean? I got a company about to start rolling. Legacy Uptown. About to start launching some stuff from out of there. And we're just gonna take off, you know.
Okay. Cool. All right, man. Well, there I go. They all have it, man. So, hey, I appreciate you again taking the time to sit down with me, talk about it. It's good to see you again, man. You've seen the growth, the numbers going up.
Oh yeah.
So we excited to see what else you got.
We're gonna keep it pushing. And greatness is consist of being great.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna take no L's.
No, certainly. That's not even awesome. So again, man, we excited to see what else y'all playing, man, what else y'all dropping. So we'll be on the lookout. And of course, I'll keep his information on the screen behind us.
Oh yeah, Trigga Thomas on all platforms.
Yep, platforms, videos, songs, and then again, we'll roll back and I'll make sure the lyrics are included and everything.